What's going on, guys? Ben here with Strong Insurance. Today we are going to discuss hiring, training, and onboarding your very first driver, or even if it is your second or third. These are things that if you didn't have in place, 7 things you really want to have in place going forward as you add more drivers to your fleet. So the first things first is you need to know what qualifications and criteria you're going to require for your ideal candidate, whether it be X amount of years of driving experience, X amount of years operating similar commercial vehicles, X amount of years hauling similar cargo, personality traits around vehicle maintenance, etc., making sure that these people are going to take care of your equipment as if it were their own. Get your criteria, a checklist of what makes a perfect driver for your fleet. Now, after that's done, you can create your job posting. You can get that out there. There's multiple platforms to post job postings for drivers. You can do it on social medias. You can do this just about anywhere, and make sure that you're very clear in your requirements in that job posting. It will save you a ton of time in having to filter through a bunch of non-qualified drivers. And additionally, make sure that if you know exactly what your compensation plan is going to be, that you have at least some sort of clarity on what that plan looks like. That will also save you from getting overqualified drivers that maybe you can't quite yet afford if you are a smaller fleet. Now, obviously, the recruitment process, the hiring process, you want to cross your T's, dot your I's here, make sure that they have the clean driving record they said they did, they have the experience they said they did. All of this is going to be conducted, or part of conducting your thorough reviews or in interviews with these people, to ensure they are exactly what they've sold themselves. You don't want to get sold a bill of goods that doesn't exist. So being diligent on your interview, review, qualification, and hiring process is going to be extremely important. I would always recommend, especially when it comes to hiring guys who are going to be in the care, custody, and control of other people's property, your cargo, making sure that you do a background check. You want to make sure that these guys are clean, that they don't have theft in particular. There's certain things, especially larger theft instances, that maybe you want to keep an eye out for. Now, we know that there are situations for everything. Maybe someone has something in their past and it's explainable, but someone who has reoccurring issues or prior issues in the trucking and transportation industry related to theft, maybe you want to stay away from that. Now, one of the most important pieces is on the onboarding side. You want to make sure you have a comprehensive training program in place. These guys need to have training regardless of if they have 50 years of experience behind the wheel of a big rig. You do things differently than they've been taught to do things. You want things done differently than they've been taught to do things. So make sure you know how you want them to be taught, that you get them taught the way you want, that they report vehicle maintenance concerns the way you want them reported, that they're handling their electronic logging device the way you want it to be handled. If they can't follow those directions and do those things, then maybe they're not your ideal client. Certainly, as you continue to grow your fleet and hire more and more drivers, this will become more of a second nature to you. You will be more diligent and able to have more of a gut feeling of maybe someone who's going to fit in your fleet really well versus someone who is not. And then lastly, if you have multiple drivers already, definitely look at implementing a mentorship program. If you can stick one of these guys in your best truck driver's truck for a week or even 2 weeks, just to make sure they know what is expected of you, because you have this driver who's already meeting or exceeding all of your expectations, feel free to do that. I know that you want to get these guys on the road as quickly as possible, and anytime that they're not behind the wheel, they're not making money, you're not making money, but nothing's better than to learn by being hands-on with someone who's already doing exactly what you've asked of them. So definitely keep these 7 things in mind while looking to expand your fleet and hire drivers and onboard drivers. If you have any questions about any of these processes or the qualifications and requirements from an insurance standpoint that the insurance companies look for, feel free to reach out to any of our TRIP certified agents using the link below this video. And if you want to continue to learn more about the trucking insurance industry and the trucking industry as a whole, feel free to give us a like, follow, or subscribe. And as always, keep it rubber side down.